Welcome back. I'm your host, Susanna May O'Hagan, and today we are going to find some Reddit stories. I didn't pre-read these, so we're gonna find them together. Sometimes that's just the fun of it. Sometimes, if you don't look it up and you read it together, we experience something together. Okay, let's get to it and do it if I can find it. ATI for making my daughter leave because my husband is attached to her. Oh boy. This is going to be a long one, isn't it? I, 55 female, have been married to my husband and my daughter's stepdad, 63 male, for 4 years. My 24-year-old daughter and I have a complicated relationship. She has been diagnosed with DISSOCIATIVE identity disorder. She has a lot of trauma from watching me and my husband's horrible marriage go down and was bullied in school. When she told me she was being bullied by peers, my view that all children are innocent really tied my hands because I told her that if I said anything to them, I would be an adult harassing a child. That is a difficult situation, and it's kind of like, what do you do? She has blamed me for that ever since. I keep referring to this one time where the kids at school called her trash due to the fact she wasn't taking care of her hygiene due to depression. Part, not all, of my response was telling her to take a shower, and I bought her new clothes. The bullying finally ended with an explosion and a suspension for the ringleader. She still throws the fact that a school clinic volunteer told her that if she was their kid, she'd have permission to punch them if a mission didn't do anything. I thought that having her live with me while finished school gets a job would help some. Childhood wounds. If my second husband and I modeled a healthy relationship, however, my daughter now doesn't get along with my husband. She is a very introverted, creative person who likes mirrorizing herself in escapism, so she'd get annoyed if she was sitting eating alone. My husband would sit across from her and eat, saying she ate later so she could eat alone. However, my husband started acting distant from me, and my daughter complained that his eyes lingered for too long. She's got very angry, and there was a lot of shouting and slamming of doors. Finally, my husband admitted he's attracted to her, and it's hard to be around her all day. She said she was walking temperature and said that's why he was avoiding the tango with me. I was so upset to hear this. I didn't blame my daughter for this, but at the same time, the situation has become unbearable. Something would have to give, and I couldn't collect my thoughts with both of them still being in this house. So I gave my daughter money to stay at an extended stay hotel and asked her to utilize her college emergency financial and housing resources to have for students in need. She responded by storming out and telling my ex, who is now circling social media using it to paint me as a villain of villains. I am not abandoning my daughter. She qualifies for those resources anyway, since my ex is unemployed and we are in financial debt. I need time to process the situation and don't want to leave my house to stay with my daughter. When I have a marriage to figure out whether or not to say ATI. Let's read the comments, y'all. ATY. I have a hard time believing that her DID just came from seeing you and your ex DID stems from repeated trauma before the age of 9-ish. 2. You're pushing your daughter for your husband being inappropriate. Kick him out of the house while you figure things out. This, I can't believe more people aren't mentioning this. Someone doesn't develop DID just from watching their parents fight. I hate to even imagine what kind of trauma that poor girl must have been through to feel like her only way to escape and feel safe was to split off aspects of her personality into separate beings. The mother is a piece of work for the way she's treating her daughter now. I would bet money that her mistreatment of her daughter goes way back. So, I will say this. I know someone with DID from abuse. And yet, you don't just get it from random. I have other versions, like the same person and I, we grew up together and it was a huge thing. They got DID and some other issues. I personally got like different versions of other issues from it. But like DID doesn't just come from nowhere. For the daughter get DID, something severely traumatic must have happened, and from what we can see, the mother definitely did something or didn't do anything to help her. I wonder if the girl had something happen, didn't tell the mom because she knew the mom would react this way. Because that can happen too. Like, I know I wouldn't tell a parent who doesn't act like normal. Like, why would you want to tell them? Okay, where am I? I'm late to this post, but how does one type that? I believe all kids are innocent stops me from helping my child and still wonders if they're the age or children's innocent, except my own daughter can suffer at their hands. Her mom's been her biggest bully all along. She told her mom she was suffering bullying that was in large part to mental health issues, and mom's response is along the line of something like, "You a problem." Mom bullied her too by telling her to take a shower. The only thing that heals trauma like this is accepting the CPTSD. Included parents like OP will never be able to provide the love and acceptance necessary and learning to live with that. So sad for the daughter. You know, as much as I didn't want the daughter to get kicked out, I hope the daughter stays away. The best thing for her, cut off. Like, cut them off. Because trust me, you don't need that drama. When my kid was bullied, told the assistant principal to let parents know they had 3 choices next time. Their son puts his hands on my son will break their nose. 2, I will call the police and press charges. 3, they convinced their kid to stop physically and verbally attacking. Told them they had to pick one. I suggested 3 and the attack stopped. Issues with hygiene are oftentimes an indicator of SA and can go either poor hygiene or extensive cleanliness. I was mortified and sickened that it had never occurred to OP to kick the parent out, but her own child. And I hope this is not yet and still another thing she feels responsible for, as it can cause her further harm. So, here's another thing. Child, if you're listening, whoever you are from this person, yes, this mother is the pain in the butt. The child, get therapy. It will help you. Trust me. Might take years, but it will help. It'll be better than not. Trust me. And just cut off your parents. I'd be done with them at this point. I know it's easier said than done, but do your best. This is crazy. 4 more. Okay. Okay, there's more and more replies. It's just, you have to go all the way down. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. Have a great and wonderful day. Well, again, let me know if this microphone is actually working or if it's now overcorrecting itself and making it sound double. My microphones are really weird.